Okay, so welcome to Atlanta City. This here is the clam farm where they farm pearls. You've got the seahorse racetrack and then small complex as well. Dragonfly Ridge above here is where they domesticate dragonflies, which then carry small cargo all around the city. We have the gem reactor, which powers the city over here, guarded by a stone anglerfish guardian. Here we have a mobile food bank, which they can unmoor from the building which is tied to in terms of emergency, for example hurricanes or being attacked by predators. So that's part of the evacuation process. Over here we have a manta ray, which again carries big cargo, which deposit in the eel mine. We have a big turtle for intercity travel, and finally we have the ancestral heads at the back, which are based on some characters from Black Panther. This is Shuri in her battle gear, this is Okoye, the general, and can you guess who this one is? My name is Elida Bakari. My Instagram handle is @DiscoQueenArt. I am from Peckham, born and bred, and I'm a web developer by day. I did maths at uni, and this is all my hobby. I have some of the other works that I've done with people over there as well, so I'll be posting them soon, and that's about it. I like to let my imagination run wild and design cool cities. I've been drawing since I was a kid, but seriously drawing maybe a few years ago, I think, making work that I can now display in this space. I know a woman called Rose who helped put this exhibition on, and she's seen some of my tattoos, which I designed myself, based on some of the drawings that I'd made, and because she knew that I'm from Peckham as well, she said, would you like to be involved in a project like this? I said yes. She showed me this space and I said, can I paint a wall? Can I paint a mural? She said, yeah, go ahead. So this is the finished product, basically. I feel like when I've left Peckham for a while and I come back, I love walking down the high street because it reminds me that I'm home. You see the hair shops, you see the butchers that really don't smell that great, but still it's home. You know, I grew up with that. The tumbleweave is the thing I love to point out to Peckham tourists, and the fact that I can't walk down the street without getting harassed by some aunties being like, darling, can I do your hair? I'm like, no thank you, I like it the way it is. You know, that just is where I'm from. I think when people see that, and they've met me like as an adult, it makes a lot of sense about why I am the way I am. So I've got big love for Peckham, yeah. Massive shout out for letting me put my work on display for the first time, and also letting me loose on these walls. They had no idea what I was going to do with it. I just kind of started with some orange paint. They were like, okay. And I think they were also very happy with the way it turned out. So thanks for giving me a shot, guys.
Hi, my name is Natalie. I'm the mother and founder of Girls About Peckham. Girls About Peckham, it's my baby. She was created basically because I started to notice that the original Girls of Peckham had slowly started to dissolve out of the area, and they've been replaced by all these new girls that you're seeing on the background here. And for me, the newer girls definitely signified the gentrification and all the changes, you know, that was slowly coming into the area. I think for me at the time, everyone was talking about probably buildings and things like that. You know, buildings were getting closed down and various different things, but for me, as I tend to look at people a lot, I was noticing it through what the girls were wearing, and I was noticing that the style of the girl was changing, and that's how I was able to pick up on the, you know, the mass changes of Peckham. Yeah, so yeah, through the girls definitely. But at the same time, I've still been able to form beautiful like friendships with quite a lot of the girls, working relationships with them. Some of them I've actually worked with on projects and stuff as well. So I think this whole project as well, as sad as it is that the original girls of Peckham are, you know, slowly dissolving out and have dissolved out, at the same time I've said to myself that I'm not going to cut myself off from connecting with newer girls and being able to create, you know, new content, at the same time sharing with them what Peckham was like before they arrived, you know. I think, well, in terms of Girls About Peckham currently, it is a magazine. So we have a magazine, so we're on our second issue now, hence the question on the wall, that's the theme of the zine as well. So we have our second magazine, and we also, you know, like create content as well. So yeah, it's definitely more of a social and cultural movement as well, slash magazine. I got involved in this event through Nicholas and also through Daniel. I think what I like to gain from this event is that people open up their eyes a bit more about what's actually happening in and around Peckham. I have now got the understanding that it's no longer about me, it's about other people. So, you know, I hope that this whole space, you know, like invites people to write on the wall as well. How do you envision Peckham by the year 3000? The boxes that I have here in front of that, you know, the other part of the installation, they represent the melting pot of the different people that live in Peckham. So all the different food boxes, if you notice, they're from Africa, they're from Jamaica, they're from Sierra Leone, they're from China, they're from Spain, they're British, and all of that to me represents all the different girls and people, you know, that live in Peckham and, you know, either work in Peckham or commute to Peckham for various different reasons. Yeah, so I feel, yeah, Girls About Peckham definitely celebrates the old, the new, but I also as well celebrate my blackness, and that's always at the forefront of, you know, my project and my upbringing as well, my childhood, obviously there. Yeah, my dad, so yeah, it's definitely a huge part of it as well. Alright, then I want to do a big shout out to Livesey Exchange, so a big shout out to Nicholas, a big shout out to Francis, and a big shout out to Rosie as well. Big up.
Hello, my name is Stephen Davis. I work at Inspire, a charity based on Wharf Road. Around us we have a lot of young people's work that we've done, be it paintings, whether it be organisations and different things. I work at Inspire, like I said, and we have loads of different facets to what we do. So we have the To Inspire youth team, which we have some of the youth people's projects coming up, and the Inspire to Work team, which is what I work on. The Inspire to Work team is a team that work with young people who are trying to make organisations or trying to get into work. And we have some of the young people who have actually made organisations here at MSL, Spotlight First, here at House of the Moons, and who have come through the system at Inspire and actually made these organisations. And what we're hoping to get from today is just, you know, some exposure for these young people, just to get some people looking at what we're doing, some people that are coming in to know what we're doing, and get a better understanding of what we do at Inspire. And yeah, hopefully it'll be a great day.
My name is Ali Yusawi. I am a sculptor and painter and digital designer. I live here in Peckham. I moved to Peckham 2008,
Okay.
and I find it is very nice place, nice people. When I did 13 years old, I began make sculpture from wood. And after I go to the Institute of Fine Arts, I study 5 years as a sculptor and 2 years as a painter. And when I get my exam, I moved to Europe. So I moved to many countries in Europe. At last, I stayed in Sweden, about 27 years in Sweden. But in Sweden, it was so difficult to work with art. So you must find something to do, any job. And after you look at your work as a hobby. So 2008, I decided to move to London. And I find London is very cultural city, many galleries, many museums, many art exhibitions. So I say I like to stay in the city. I am here today because I get invitation from my friend Nicholas, and he asked me if I can join this exhibition to share the exhibition with many Peckham artists. So it was my pleasure to do that. Everything I like Peckham, people very nice, I like them. And very cultural town, I like it.
My name is Roland Nawal. I'm a sculptor. This is an example of my work. I work in steel, bronze, wood, all kind of stuff. Any found object materials, I turn it into a sculpture. Here today, I have this box here, pieces. The project has been a good one. I was here yesterday or the day before when everything was getting put together. Coming here today now and see how everything is really, really brilliant. I'm so happy to be part of it, to be supporting Nicholas on this project, and I'm sure it's going to be a bigger thing. You know, I love everything about it. Peckham, I will tell you a fact. My first bed seat, room, was in Peckham. You know, when I came to England, you know, I rented my first room in Peckham before I then went to live somewhere else and all that stuff. So I was at the beginning at Peckham, but not returned to Peckham to live for a long time. Well, Peckham is a great place. Yeah, it's a great place. It's diverse. It's full of everything you want. You know, I love Peckham. Big shout out to Livesey Exchange. Nicholas is doing a great job. His people around him are doing a brilliant job. And I think it's going to be something at the end of the tunnel. A nice, bright light.
Hi, my name's Sarah. I'm from Broadstairs in Kent. And I heard about this exhibition just through Instagram. So there are a couple of people that are doing things, like Natalie from Girls About Peckham. And obviously they were looking for volunteers and things to help. And what I liked about the exhibition is probably the sense of community and how everyone that's doing something here is from the community and giving back to the community. And a lot of them are obviously black women as well, which is something that I guess we maybe don't get to express enough and put enough time into our creative energy as black women. So it's quite nice to have a space that is very focused on that. And yeah, I loved, I can't remember her name, but the lady with the mannequins. She was talking us through how everything was about self-reflection and upcycling, which I really liked. And this room as well is quite upcycling with chairs. But yeah, love the exhibition and love what it's doing for the community.
I'm Camille, I'm from Hull, and I heard about this through you and Hilary, who was helping out with this. And I just think it's generally important to have creative spaces in non-stereotypical, traditional, creative places.
Yeah. Shout out to the Livesey Exchange. Shout out to the Livesey Exchange. Because we just went for it.
Thank you.